Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Sunday, November 3rd. I'm your host, Daniel Hill, and this is the weekend edition of the Instagram Stories. The biggest news of the day is that the Instagram team, as of Friday, added some new filtering options to the Instagram DM inbox. The big change here has to do with the different kinds of messages that are inside your Instagram DM inbox. There's primary and general. These are the people that you know and you interact with. But then there's the hidden message requests folder, which is where you could get messages from people who have never interacted with you before. Maybe they just came across your account or they follow you on a different platform and now they're just starting to follow you on Instagram. They've sent you a message, but that message goes into the message requests folder, which is not automatically shown. You have to dig a little bit for it. But what if you get a lot of message requests? Here's the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, explaining more about how they are changing the DM message requests folder.
Some new improvements for DMs for creators. Now, when you go to the requests inbox, sometimes it can be really overwhelming. And I've heard this a lot from creators I've talked to around the world. So what we've done is added ways to filter down those requests to just see the ones that you're looking for. You can now look for just requests from other creators, from businesses, from accounts you follow, from accounts that follow you, all sorts of ways to make sure you don't miss anything that's important to you. We've also added at the top of the inbox the ability just to look at all of your story replies in case you just want to get to those requests really quickly and easily. Now, there's a lot more to do to improve the inbox for creators and requests, but hopefully this is one step in the right direction. Let me know down below in the comments what other improvements you'd like us to see for DMs if you're a creator out there.
Why does this feature matter? Well, it doesn't unless you get a ton of DMs from people that you don't know and you don't follow, and they're going into your message requests folder and you maybe don't look there that often, or you get so many messages that you have no way to possibly go back and sort through them all. This might sound unrealistic to you because you don't get as many DMs on Instagram as you would like, and I put myself in that category. But this happened to the rapper T-Pain about 3 years ago. In 2021, he posted on TikTok a video of his Instagram message requests folder, which is completely filled with messages from famous people who have been trying to reach him, and he was unaware that they were going into that folder. It's a very funny video. I'll link to it in the show notes from 2021, so you can go back and check it out if you want to see T-Pain struggling with this feature. But clearly this is something that Instagram is providing for people who have large amounts of followers and who are struggling with a high amount of DM requests. In other news, the YouTube team announced that YouTube Shorts will now support product tagging. Here's product liaison Renee Ritchie from the YouTube team talking about this new feature.
How do you link your products and merch from YouTube Shorts? Because it takes a few taps, link in the description just never became a functional thing on Shorts the way it has been for so long on Longs. And yes, you can sometimes put a link in a comment and pin it, but that's still a couple of taps, which is why, starting right now, there's something even faster. If you're eligible for shopping features and have set up a supported store, you can now tap to tag on upload or in the editor, and you'll see your products listed and ready for selection for all of your shorts. Same for long form. And you'll get all the metrics in YouTube Studio, and your fans will get a shopping button right on your short, meaning with one tap, they can see your catalog, make selections, pick options, and check out. So get with the tagging and the contenting.
I think this is interesting because it shows parity between what the Instagram shop and the TikTok shop have been able to do, and now you can do the same thing on YouTube Shorts. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, the YouTube team will answer the question of if giving members early access to videos before scheduling the video as public will hurt its performance. Stick around. Welcome back. I recently discovered that the YouTube Creator Liaison team has a bunch of myth-busting videos which are fantastic. The question, will giving YouTube members early access to my videos prior to scheduling the video as public hurt its performance? Here's the answer from the YouTube team.
Let's do some myth busting about memberships. We've heard a question from the community. Will giving members early access to my videos prior to scheduling the video as public hurt its performance? Because members make up a small part of most channels' viewers, creators worry that their members' first videos will get fewer views initially, indicating less interest to our recommendation systems, which hurts the video's performance once it's public. We're here with good news. Early access members-only videos are like unlisted videos, which aren't recognized by our recommendation systems until they're public. In other words, what matters is how your viewers respond to your video once it's public. To give you some peace of mind, we've observed that, on average, when creators gave members early access to videos, those videos performed the same and weren't negatively impacted when they became public. We hope that helps.
I love these tips from inside the YouTube team. Continue to look for those videos from the Creator Insider account on YouTube. I will be featuring them more on the show as time goes on. That is it for the news on today's show. I have a request. I would like to be on some podcasts. I have my own podcast, obviously, but I would like to be a guest on someone else's as it relates to social media, podcasting, branding, social media news, tech news, or other similar topics. If you know someone who has a podcast like this, or you have been listening to another podcast that you think I would be a good guest on, can you send me a DM at Daniel Hill Media? I would really appreciate it. Looking to be a guest on podcasts that would be a good fit for me and my expertise. Again, at Daniel Hill Media. Be sure to come back next time for more social media news, strategy, and other things you need to know.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.